What is going on, guys? It's Eric, and tonight I'm gonna do a rant video. This is gonna be the first rant video on my channel, but I don't know, it's late, and I needed to do a video for you guys, and this has sort of just been on my mind for a couple days. So in the background is just a few swarm runs from this week. Just been fucking around trying to get swarms lately, so enjoy that shit. That's enough of the gameplay. So let's talk about YouTube. I want to talk about people's perceptions about YouTube and the way people run their channels, the way people succeed, what our expectations are. I sort of feel like right now people have gotten to the point where it's sort of similar to American politics, where you have you know, two opposing views of how things work, and there's not really much of a center view. It's sort of been very polarized, and you're either way on the left or way on the right. And in a nutshell, I guess I feel like people have a an idealistic view of the way YouTube works and what YouTube is about, and a little bit more pragmatism would be very helpful, I think, for people to sort of understand, you know, if they're a part of this community, what it means to be in it, and what it's about, and you know, what's acceptable, what isn't acceptable, what's realistic, what's not realistic. And you know, it sort of feels like people have this Sherwood Forest mentality, kind of, that, you know, the people that are most vocal or passionate about it have a very sort of romanticized view of YouTube, and you know, it's like Robin Hood and Sherwood Forest, and you know, steal from the rich and give to the poor, and it's all about the people. And I think that we have to sort of go back to where all this sort of started from, which I guess is Modern Warfare 2, and when Machinima first started to take off. So that was a long time ago. There wasn't a ton of channels back then, and it was sort of the first thing that people strove for. You know, the sort of big goal that first people had was, you know, I want to become a Machinima director. It was a sort of badge of prestige for a channel to be getting their gameplay posted on Machinima. I mean, not to mention just for the fact that obviously, oh, that was clutch. You know, when you get that kind of moment in a swarm run, that's what it's all about, because you can't camp in a corner and get a swarm. So I don't think you can, but at some point you're going to have to, your balls are going to have to swell up, and you're going to have to make a play like that. But anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. So back then, you know, it was like, yeah, I want to be a Machinima director. If I can do that, a ton of people are going to see my stuff, which is great because it will drive traffic to my channel. And, you know, be proud of that. You're part of a pretty elite group if you were a Machinima director back then. But then what happened was individual channels started to get partnered. And that's where we sort of start on our road to where we're at now. You know, even now people have a goal of, you know, they want to get partnered. I mean, we're talking about channels with, you know, under 1,000 subscribers, or maybe they've just hit subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. And you know, at that point, like, if you want to get partnered, you're looking at YouTube with the perspective that you want to make some money, you want to profit off of it somehow, and that's, you know, what you really, I think everybody needs to keep in mind as we go through this sort of topic. You know, just remember that, like, most people want to get partnered if they have a YouTube channel. I don't really know of anybody who's just pumping out videos and has no desire to be partnered, no desire to network or grow, and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna put out this awesome stuff, but you know, whatever. Everybody wants to succeed, you know, we also got to remember that. So if you go back to when Machinima started to be able to get individual channels partnered through their network, then you started to see some channels really blow up, and you started to see some of the stuff that people now and all along the way have criticized as, you know, unethical, taking advantage of the system, shitting on subscribers, all sorts of nefarious and draconian accusations have been thrown about various tactics and strategies that YouTubers have enabled to further their channel or grow or whatever. miscategorization of videos so that they could get front page status on YouTube, video bumping, giveaways, metadata manipulation. That's sort of a big popular one recently, I think, has been the way that big YouTubers use the meta tags so that they can basically do SEO for the YouTube search engine. And what else? Oh, cronyism, of course, and, dick riding, whatever you want to call it. All of these things, I mean, shit, you can go back. Box for Box was, that doesn't mean shit now, but back for a while ago, Box for Box was really popular. But so you have all of these things that people can do. And people have, all along the way sort of screamed that it was, oh my God, get turned on, bro.
Get shit on.
All the way people have said, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is you can't expect a business, and YouTube is a business, to not work like a business. People are doing this for money. At the moment that YouTube allowed individual channels to be partnered and make money, this is inevitable. This is the way that business works in the real world. People are going to use tactics, and whether or not they, at the end of the day, are going to get you a gold star for good behavior, they're not illegal. If YouTube allows you to manipulate metadata, why the fuck wouldn't you change or put tags in there so that you would come up better in search? Now, of course, you would counter and say, well, if I do that, it doesn't matter. I'm still not going to get to the top. It's the big guys are dominating. But what you have to remember is YouTube is trying to make money. YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is trying to sell advertising. At the end of the day, that is the bottom line of what YouTube is about from the moment that channels were monetized. And so for people to want their business to grow in a environment where there's really no limit to how big you can get, why the fuck wouldn't you utilize some of these tactics? Now, on the other hand, some of the tactics that people use, you could say are, below the belt. They're not pure. But again, I'm going to say, this is the way business works in the real world. And people are going to do what they need to do to succeed. You can look at Walmart, Amazon.com. These are all American companies that have got where they are by just trying to muscle out everyone below them and just squash everyone in their way. And it's a ruthless sort of way to proceed through the world, but in the world of business, it's usually what it takes to survive. You have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to sort of step on the back of somebody. If you need to, you have to be very opportunistic. Now, again, as I say this, I don't feel that it's necessarily the right way to go, or that some people maybe could have not done some things the way they did. People get mad because people are uploading trailers. Well, if you can upload a trailer and make money off of it, I'm sorry, this is a business, do it. And, some people have uploaded uploads. I'm pretty sure those had ads on them too. So, they could be poking fun, but they're also making money. People are trying to make money, and there's a lot of people who do this for a living now. You can't, you're not in their shoes. I guess what I'm saying is we also kind of need to get the fuck over ourselves, and we can have a romantic view of what, YouTube should be about, and, the kind of, what should be people's motivations. But until you've stood in their shoes and you're putting food on the table for your family with YouTube videos, it's pretty easy to sort of have, the Robin Hood view that, everyone should put up videos and they shouldn't try to, further their channel or, engage in any practices that might take away the fair chance that some channel with 200 subscribers is going to have to compete with them. Because YouTube isn't set up to do that. YouTube is trying to promote big channels because they know those videos are going to get huge views that's going to turn into money for Google. Not because they hate the small guy, but it's gotten to the point where the big channels are so big they're guaranteed money. And so YouTube is going to promote them, as they should, because YouTube is a business, and this business is about getting money. So, you know, we have to adjust our expectations of what's, you know, fair game and what isn't, and, you know, whether or not things should be the way they were back in the glory days when people just uploaded videos for fun. And, you know, excuse me, most people who upload videos still think it's fun. But at the same time, they're trying to make money too. Now, there's plenty of crap out there that's big. And it's also easy to fall into the trap of saying, well, my stuff is so good and pure and creative, and this is just garbage. But at the end of the day, there's people who want to watch those videos. Okay, if you see a video and you think, like, wow, this video is so terrible, I can't imagine why anyone would want to watch it. But then you look and you see that it has, you know, 375,000 views. I mean, you can't deny the fact that, you know, people watched it. And whether or not they, you know, watched it because they just love this commentator or not doesn't matter. I mean, what matters is that the people watched it, and I bet, you know, a lot of them liked it. So, you know, we can't really... It becomes very easy for us to sort of, you know, judge others and decide, you know, what is okay to like and what isn't, and it, you know, we all just, again, you just need to get the fuck over ourselves. And, you know, this is a business, and there's guys out there who should be seen that are never going to get seen. But tell you what, you do it the way that you think you should do it. You know, if you're a channel with 1,000 subscribers and you want to help out some guys with 50 subs, then you should do that. And if you get big, you can continue to do that. You can be the guy who does it, you know, the way that you think it should be done. I think there's some big channels out there that, you know, still do really help people. And then there's channels out there who have sort of decided, hey, I think I can do better if I sort of close the borders and, you know, just worry about myself and concentrate on getting bigger. That's a way to go too. That's a way to go in business. Maybe it's not the best way to go, but again, you know, it's not your business that you're running. It's somebody else's business, and they want that business to succeed. So, you know, people are going to decide whether they think that it's cool the way somebody grew their channel, or if they're an asshole because they like a certain game, or if they're an asshole because they like a certain console over the other one. Just, you know, just step back and, you know, sort of worry about your own world and let people do what they want to do. And again, you know, you have the power to act the way you want to act and to run your channel the way you want to run it. And you can't, you know, kill yourself or, you know, get sort of tortured by, you know, these big channels that you feel like are succeeding in all the wrong ways. And it's just reality. It's just the way that the world works sometimes, and especially in business. But, you know, if you get the chance to become a big channel, then just do it different and, you know, have your integrity and succeed at the same time. It's hard to do, but it can be done. So that's it. I just wanted to talk about that and get that off my chest. I just see a lot of stuff on Twitter, and I don't know, just wanted to talk about it. So, you know, hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, favorite for giveaway, box for box, cronyism, networking. We'll play some Triple T and Trials and Happy Wheels, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So let me know if you want to network with me, and we'll do some giveaways. All right, later, bitches. Bye.